2 Samuel, and I think it is our custom to stand for the reading. I don't have too many scriptures to read on this morning. 2 Samuel chapter 23, I'll be reading out of the NLT version.
Nice.
2 Samuel chapter 23, starting at the 20th verse. If you need help, that's after 1 Samuel. Just in case you need help. Anybody have TikTok in here? I'm going to do the flip challenge. You don't know what the flip challenge is? I know what the flip challenge is. All right. You know what it is? All right. 2 Samuel chapter 23. I didn't take my CBD this morning, that's all it was. Take my CBD. 2 Samuel chapter 23, starting at verse 20. Again, I'm in the NLT version. There was also Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, a valiant warrior from Kabzeel. He did many heroic deeds, which included killing 2 champions of Moab. Another time, on a sunny day, he chased a lion down into a pit and killed it. Once armed only with a club, he killed an imposing Egyptian warrior who was armed with a spear. Benaiah wrenched the spear from the Egyptian's hand and killed him with it. Verse 22, deeds like this made Benaiah as famous as the mightiest warriors. For a few moments, I'll be coming from the topic, I was built for this. I was built for this.
Yes.
Just in case you need another subtopic, something you may remember, bend but don't break.
Come on here.
I was built for this. You can have your seats. If I had to simply sum this message up in just a few words, I don't have many here, but if I had to sum the message up in just a few simple words, it would be don't quit. A simple message with a simple phrase, often said, but often harder to follow. I'm reminded of the movie Unbreakable with Samuel L. Jackson. He plays a character named Elijah who had a condition that it seemed like his bones were extremely fragile and prone to be broken. It seems like every time he fractured a bone, despite the pain, he would somehow heal.
Nice.
I think you may have just missed my point right there. Despite the pain he was in, he somehow miraculously healed. Despite the outcome, Samuel L. Jackson character appears that no matter the weakness, he actually was using it for his strength. I think you may have missed that point and just still trying to catch up and find 2 Samuel, but that's okay. Because you've been told that you have a particular weakness. You may have been raised and it may have been ingrained in your mind, in your mindset. Now it's reached to the bottom of your heart and your soul. So now you think you have this particular weakness. Everything you feel like you try to accomplish, it just breaks. It just crumbles. But God is simply here to tell you, you were built for this. Bend, but don't break. Here in the text, David, the great king, the warrior, is giving out his last words. In verse 5, which I stumbled across, it says, is it not my family God has chosen? Yes, he has made an everlasting covenant with me. His agreement is arranged and guaranteed in every finite detail. I like this. He will ensure my safety and my success. Somebody just scream, my success.
My success.
Yeah, there we go. In verse 8 also caught my attention because this is where David almost is giving his last will and testament. These are the names of David's mighty warriors. And then he begins to list the names and recognize that they also had his back. Can I just pause? Because sometimes I think we may also be mistaken. Not everyone in your corner is bad for you.
That's right. That's right.
We always hear the opposite saying, watch who you got in your corner, watch your friends, watch what's going on. But let me just pause parenthetically and let you know, not everybody in your corner is bad for you. Not everybody in your corner is trying to tear you down. Some people you just need to listen to. Sometimes I know it may hurt your feelings. Sometimes I know you don't want to make that call. But guess what? They're there for you in your corner. So now I stumble to verse 20. Where I pick up the text. Bishop articulated it well. I won't be before you long, so just hold the bathroom. It says there was also Benaiah. This is actually where I pick up the text and pick up my title. Benaiah's name is actually derived from God built me.
That's right. Nice. That's good. That's right. Yeah, that's good, sir.
That's right. God built me. That's the name. And so this is where I framed the text. I was built for this. No matter how you feel about yourself, somebody just think to themselves, God built me. No matter what you say about me, just let myself know, God built me. No matter how you try to tear me down, God built me. No matter how you use my name in vain, God built me. The Bible says what the devil meant for evil, God is getting ready to turn it around for your good. Somebody just scream, God built me.
God built me.
Bend but don't break. I feel like screaming a little bit, but I'm going to keep on moving through. Because somebody may have tried to set you up. But God built me. No matter what's going on in my life, God framed me in the way He wanted me to be molded. Yeah, y'all not trying to help me out, so let me just keep on moving through. Every building project has a foundation. But every foundation needs an architect, an engineer, and a general contractor. Let me come get you one more time, because this may not be your expertise, so let me just break it down in simplistic form. Every building project, this building that was built, has a particular foundation. That's right. But I'm not going to deal with the foundation. I'm going to deal with the people that constructed it. Every foundation needed an architect, an engineer, and a general contractor. Let me come get you. The architect focuses more on the artistry and the design of the building. God. The engineer focuses on the technical and the structural side. Jesus.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
The general contract oversees my mess. The Holy Ghost. Let me come get you one more time because you may have missed that too. The architect focuses on the artistry and the design. God. The engineer focuses on the technical and the structural side. Jesus. See, God had to send the engineer because He said, you know what, my people are just, they need something. They need a particular framework. They're just all out of place. They're just all out of whack. God, I know you designed them, but just send me in your place. Just send me in human flesh, because the engineer is on the way. He has to come for the structural side. But then Jesus said, I got to go because I got another project to attend to. So He said, I'm going to leave a general contractor, other known as the project manager. He said, I'm going to leave you a beginning,
Right. Uh-huh.
God created the heavens and the earth.
Yes.
So let me just help somebody else that may not be in the contracting or construction field. Sometimes the architect and the engineer and the general contractor can be one person.
Right. That's so true.
Because we've been taught that they're three in one. So if you think they're three individuals or you think they're three in one, they're all one person because it says in the beginning.
Yes. That's good.
God created
Uh-huh.
the heavens and the earth. And it says in the earth was without form and void. But can I slide down to verse 26? Because as we start scrolling through the verses, it said, I created the light, and he said, it is good. I created the dirt, and he said, it is good. So the architect is beginning to frame his structure. He's looking at everything that he's painting. He's looking at his drawings, and he doesn't even need an eraser because he said, I don't mess up. I'm just that good. Pop your collar, throw it all. Haters hate if you want to. But I'm the architect, the engineer, and the general contractor. I see the end and the beginning. I built you for this. So don't just bend yet. I'm sorry, I thought I had you on hand because I feel good to my soul, knowing that he was the end and the beginning. When he framed me, he said, it is good. I feel like preaching, and I hope you feel like hearing me. When I scroll down to verse 26, then God said, let us, the architect, the engineer, and the general contractor, let us make human beings in our image. Let them reign over the fish, the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock. Let me scroll down to 27. It says, so God created the human beings in our own image. He created them male and female. Can I just scroll down and skip the verse 31? Then God looked over all he made, and he saw that it was
Very good.
I know you came in this world broke, busted, and disgusted. But when God made you, he said, it is good. Yeah, just high five your own self and says, I know I got issues. I know I got drama. I know I got mental disorders. But when God made me, he said, it is good.
Yes, it is.
Just let somebody know God built me. I was built for this. I'm getting ready to bend. I know I got my own issues. I know I got my own disorders, but God looked at me and said, it is good. So I scrolled back down to Samuel 23 and 20. And I went back to verse 20 because Benaiah's name meant God built me. Verse 21 says he was a great warrior and he was close to the king. I'm sure he had moments of loneliness, isolation, depression. Even in the midst of battle, he probably wanted to break. But tell somebody, bend, but don't break. So I started driving at a young age. I nicknamed my first car Batmobile. That was my first time ever getting in the most trouble ever. It was just something about the car and me behind the car. My uncle always told me horsepower and hormones don't mix. If it wasn't for a flat tire, if it wasn't for not getting a proper oil change, my car would always break down somewhere. But it was always in a place that I had no business being. But God looked at me and said, it is good. One particular day I was somewhere I had no business being. I was trying to back into this parking spot. And my mirror hits a pole. And my mirror backs up and it adjusts itself backwards. I'm thinking to myself, my dad is going to preach. Then grab me by my neck. Because this is now the flat tire on the side of the road. the car is being towed, I'm supposed to be ushering. God, what in the world am I to do? This man saw the intense look on my face. He said, sir, your mirror isn't broke. It just needs to snap back in place. He said the way this car was built, it wasn't built to bend or break the mirror, but it knew that this moment may occur. Let me come get the other 10 that didn't catch that point. He said the way the car was designed, it knew the person driving may have an error. It knew the person may run into a particular pole or situation. But the way the mirror popped back, he said, all you gotta do, sir, is pop it.
Go ahead, boy.
All you gotta do is just pop it back in place.
That's right.
Some of you came in just like the mirror.
Yeah.
Thought you were getting ready to break. You just need to be snapped back in place. I just came to bring a refuge and just let you know, bend, but don't break. I think that's a good point to just take 6 seconds and just begin to give God some praise. When they thought they counted you out, all you needed to do was just be put back in place. When God looked at you and said, I framed you and it's good, and they just looked at you and said, the way you're designed, it just looks like you're going to get ready to break, Thomas. But the